we've got guests in the studio. Jeri Howell's here, and Eileen Yanoviak, Director of Engagement at Josephine Sculpture Park, and Jeri's the Assistant Director. So hi, how are you all doing?
Hello.
Doing great.
So before we get into the important stuff, let's talk about,
Yes.
give us your answer. What if you could just wake up in any city tomorrow, Jeri?
I think I would wake up in a town I used to live in called Ciudad Quesada in Costa Rica to visit friends.
There you
That
go.
would be wonderful.
That's a great response.
Yeah.
Because it's somewhere not around here, but somewhere you've been before.
People could give me some clothes.
You've got, you've got connections.
Yeah.
Okay, great answer.
And Eileen?
Well, it's tough to pick between something about nature and something about art, which makes sense because we're at the Josephine Sculpture Park. But I think I'd have to pick Yellowstone. So not a city, but a place.
Yeah.
And I've never been to Yellowstone, and I'm quite certain it's magnificent.
Would you be waking up in a tent?
Preferably not. I'm not the tenting type.
Okay.
But, a lovely little cabin
There you go.
somewhere, or, I'd settle for a lodge or a hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I
These are the things we need to know,
yeah,
Scott.
yeah. it
In
is.
case we all wake up together somewhere in a new city.
That's right.
Great answers. And so if you guys are watching on Facebook, you can hit us in the comments, let us know. We will get to your answers after we talk with our guests. But if you don't do the Facebook thing, that's okay, because we've got the text machine. 502-353-0233. Pull out your flip phone, your Barbie flip phone, and text us that way. And you remember hitting the three
I was going to
buttons
say,
to get
do you
one?
remember texting on the flip phone?
It's difficult.
It's difficult.
It is
but that was my first
time-consuming.
foray into texting.
Yeah, I
and
did
I was
that for
like,
a while.
this is stupid. Why wouldn't you just call somebody?
Yeah. It was a
Now I
pretty big
text all the
deal when I
time.
first got the phone that had every letter had its own button.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was big.
Yeah.
So maybe we need one of those.
Okay.
Make the texting easier.
Right.
So I don't need, keep us off the internet, but give me one of the full keyboard.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right, we might
Let's
be
call
onto
some
something.
people after this. All right. But okay, let's talk about Josephine Sculpture Park. Tell us about the Symphonic Stroll. What's going on?
So we're excited to bring back Symphonic Stroll for our fourth year
4
in
years.
partnership with Lexington Philharmonic, and this year a special collaboration with the Lexington Ballet Company. And Symphonic Stroll is at Josephine Sculpture Park Saturday, September 7th. It'll feature 5 performance sites, and what I mean by performance sites are different ensembles, different Lexington Philharmonic ensembles paired with 5 different sculptures throughout the park, and the repertoire is inspired by the piece where the ensemble is paired.
Nice.
It is nice,
That sounds
very
pretty
magical.
cool. Yes.
And we'll also feature 2 music making stations. One is an interactive sound installation, actually at the sculpture that you're seeing, The Conversationalist by Chakaya Booker. Lex Phil's teaching artist Addie Bird was commissioned to create a sound installation that is going to live interpret the environment. I'll leave your imagination up to you, but you can see this happening in real time and talk to Addie as this is happening and see the connection with the sculpture there.
Yeah.
There's also Lex Phil's Music Lab, which will happen in the amphitheater right next to the food court. So this is kind of like the hub of the event. And the Music Lab will feature an instrument petting zoo like you're seeing there.
Nice.
You can actually touch different instruments and learn how to play or hold them. And there will be an electronic music making portion there as well. So you can come listen, experience the music, and you also get to make music at Symphonic Stroll.
Nice. I'm trying to figure out about interpreting the environment. Live interpreting the
I'll
environment.
give you a clue.
Okay.
You will hear the sound of temperature.
Oh.
Hot.
It's hot.
I think it's going to be great weather that time period.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I think
well,
it's promising.
We're phasing out of where we are today.
Yes.
Hopefully heading.
I feel like the sounds yesterday would have been wah wah. Let's talk about my favorite subject. Tell me about some food and drinks that we might have.
Sure. So this year we have 3 food trucks. We've got Spice of Life Mobile Kitchen, delicious. Community Q, which is a local favorite for barbecue.
Community Q.
Taqueria El Taco Feliz. We've got some yummy tacos.
Ooh.
Then new this year, we're welcoming The Real Mr. T, which is homemade teas.
Oh, okay.
Sav's Chill will be back serving ice cream. And West Six Brewing, of course, will be there serving beer.
Okay. Excellent. They got a full smorgasbord of food opportunities.
I'm intrigued by the Spice of Life. I've never
I've had Spice of Life.
Yeah.
Our booth was next to their food truck at Expo. So, yeah.
What are we talking about there?
I mean, they change their menu. They don't have regular stuff all the time.
All
They
right.
change it up. So, and we were also by them at the Franklin County birthday celebration. And all of us that were working at the booth got something different. But
Usually has like an international
I think
flair.
they had Cuban egg rolls.
Okay.
I can't remember what Harvey got, but it looked really good.
Like a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
One year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good blend.
Yes. And it was delicious. And I would see people walking by. I'm like, "Ooh, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that?"
I feel like my wife would be excited about the
Yeah.
real Mr. T. She is a a tea connoisseur. So yeah, that's exciting. You want to give us any Mr. T impressions while we're?
Stay in school. Drink milk.
There you go. That's pretty good.
Perfect.
That's pretty good. Just put like foo at the
Foo.
end.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Foo.
Well, so this is, let's see, the park's 15th anniversary.
It is.
Yes.
It is the
That's
park's
crazy.
15th anniversary, and I'll turn it over to Eileen to let you know how we're celebrating that at Symphonic Stroll.
So it's very exciting that we're celebrating our 15th anniversary. And in celebration of that, we are featuring Clarity Vehicle, which was one of actually the first sculpture that was installed at the Sculpture Park. And it's been lovingly restored thanks to the Scott Walters Sculpture Fund. And so it will be unveiled to the public at the Sculpture Park during Symphonic Stroll with a violin and viola duet. So we're really excited to highlight our birthday. September is actually the month of our anniversary, so it's really exciting to celebrate that.
And it's a great story out there of how the Josephine Sculpture Park came about with Melanie and her grandmother and just the history of the farm. So it's celebrating 15 years. It's just amazing.
Well, and our community has been incredibly supportive of the park over the years, certainly even with this event and our sponsors. And if I could recognize them, we have Express Credit Union, Haired Concrete and Stone, and the Paddocks of Frankfort, and all community organizations that have done so much for us and for everyone in the area.
Okay, awesome.
Tell us how somebody can get tickets. What's the...
Sure. So you can learn more about this event and purchase your tickets if you go to josephinesculpturepark.org. And you can learn more about our sponsors, our partners in this event at josephinesculpturepark.org. And then when you go to purchase your tickets, when you click that button, it'll take you to lexville.org to purchase your tickets. And that's where you want to be. Lexville is processing the tickets for this event.
So it's not a mistake.
It's not a mistake. That is where you're supposed to be. And tickets are, there's multiple layers of tickets. Adults are $25. Youth age 11 and up and students, including college students, are $11. And then youth 10 and under are free.
Oh.
And I will also share that if you have a Yes card, for families that have Yes cards through the Just Say Yes program, you can use your Yes card to get your Symphonic Stroll tickets this year.
Oh, nice. Is that just for students or is that for your family?
I think it's for the youth that are
Okay.
participating
Okay.
in the program.
Just checking.
And we've got a couple entry times, 4 and 5.
Yes. When you go to select your ticket, you either choose a 4 p.m. entry or a 5 p.m. entry. And that's because performances will be happening all across the 40 acres at different times. So you just kind of choose your own adventure. And we like to have staggered entry to have
just let
folks
people
all
cycle in
throughout
and
the
out.
park. Yes. And exciting news, this weekend from Saturday to Monday, if you use the code Labor Day 24 at checkout, you'll get 15% off of your tickets.
Just
Labor
that's
Day sale.
exclusively for all around town. I think we've got a little bit of B-roll from
Labor Day 24?
past
Yes.
Symphonic Strolls, just to give people an idea of what it looked like in the past out there. But you can see all the room and all the performances going on, but always a good time at the Symphonic Stroll. This one is from last year.
It's pretty magical to bring together art and music and now dance and then the whole community coming out. It's really a wonderful experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I will give a shout out to our collaboration with Lexington Ballet. It's their 50th anniversary, and they're kicking off that celebration at Symphonic Stroll as well. And so the Lexington Ballet has choreographed a dance to accompany the string quartet, which will be in JSP's historic tobacco barn, which we call our event barn.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a particularly magical spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So are all the musicians
There's the
from
event
the
barn.
Lexington Philharmonic?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Ladies, thanks for being here.
Thank you
keep
for
thinking-
having us.
I can't let you all go because, Eileen, have you ever been on our show before?
I have not.
Okay, so welcome, first
Thank
of all.
you. Thank you.
And I have to tell you, I'm sure you've heard this a million times before, but every time he says Eileen, the song goes through my mind.
Of
Come
course.
on, Eileen.
I mean, you're welcome to start a karaoke
Come
session
on,
if you'd like.
And do we appreciate that song or do we hate that song?
You know, I still love it.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
It is a great
Yes.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
In my
and-
mind, maybe the best one-hit wonder of all time.
I might
Not that
agree
they're
with
just
you.
a one-hit, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's by fall. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great song. I'm a little biased. I mean, it does
'Cause
celebrate me.
Eileen,
So.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
On the other hand, I have a friend whose name is Jolene, and she
Yeah.
always gets the Jolene.
Yeah.
Great song.
But Jolene isn't the hero
She's not
in
the
that
best.
song.
No, not
And
the
so
best.
she's not a fan.
Yeah.
She's like, what's wrong with Jolene?
Yeah, not the best representative. In
But she
that
loves
song.
Dolly.
All right. Well, so we're gonna check on our weather here in a second, but and this is not this weekend, but next weekend,
Yes.
and I'm gonna believe that it's gonna be perfect weather by the time we get there, right?
I'm being positive and optimistic.
Okay.
It will be
It
10
will be.
degrees cooler, slight cloud, little overcast in the sky.
There you go.
And one of my favorite parts about Symphonic Stroll is that right about the last hour and a half, the sky turns this beautiful dusk, pink, orange, and you're listening to music. The fireflies are coming out. It is just a magical, magical night. So I hope to see all of you there.
All
So
right.
everybody should wake up there. Why do you
Yes.
need?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. Wake
You
up
don't
at
need to wake
Josephine
up in
Sculpture
Europe,
Park.
right?
I think Jerry's just manifesting it. This is
right.
what's happening.
It is.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.